Good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, November 29th, the second last day of the month, and the time right now in Singapore is 12:59, 1 minute to 1. And overnight on Wall Street, we have a bit of a pullback. After all, last week was a shortened week, and the market went up on very thin volume, and of course the market managed to register a new high for the month, and in fact it has taken out the August high of 34,281 in the Dow Jones, having a new high at 34,386.5. But yesterday, of course, the market was focusing on the protest that's going on, widespread protests in China, from most media reporting that there are protests in Xinjiang, in Beijing, in Shanghai, in Guangzhou. So it looks like this zero COVID policy is definitely stressing out the local Chinese, and as a compromise, the latest news was that the government actually relaxed some of the measures and allows some kind of relaxation of the policy, but for the time being, the market is still focusing on the damage done to the zero COVID policy in terms of the supply chain, because the West right now is very anxious, because if this protest continues and the China authority continues to maintain the zero COVID policy, it means that supply chain will once again be disrupted, and that will come back to bite them in the inflation front. So yesterday the market actually went down, and of course there was this comment by one Fed voting chairman, governor, the St. Louis Fed president, make a comment saying that the Fed tightening policy should maintain, and it should actually last all the way until 2024. So that caused the market to come off on these two main news itself. So last night we can see that the Dow Jones came back to at the low at 33,850. So we can see the market have a turnaround, and this was no surprise, because going into last week, the market was focusing on pushing equity index beyond the 4,000 point in the S&P 500. If you look at the option expiration, and that is what they did. And yesterday, after the major run up on very thin volume, the market decided to take profit, came down, and that gave me basically a chance to get in on the long side, because I do believe the market rally from the October low does not seems to be over. There is a possibility it may even take out the September high. Okay, no, right now we are already above the September high. We're talking about the next level in the S&P, in the Dow Jones. We can see that the Dow Jones next level is likely to be about 35,000. So we want to see whether the market can actually test 35,000 and how far it can maintain beyond that level. So for the time being, I have not gone long the Dow Jones, but I've gone long the S&P 500 yesterday during the pullback. So when you look at the 60 minutes time frame, you can see there was a very nice pullback into the 50% of this rally here, from this level. Let me see what's the level here. 3,906 to 4,035, okay, 034. So the market pulled back about 50% to 61.8%. So I have two long positions, both are done. So now it's a matter of waiting to see if the market can actually extend higher. So overall, I think the market has a potential to go and test this level, which is the September high here. Okay, September high is at 4,119. In fact, this price target is within this bracket of possibility here. This is my overall target zone, 4,118 to 4,232. So somewhere around 4,001, I think it's going to be where the market is going to attempt to rally. It's getting so close now, I think it will actually give it a try. Okay. Now remember, we still have 2 trading days to go before the end of November, so I think the market is definitely geared up to see if it can push the boundary a little bit further. Okay, over the Nasdaq, yesterday drop in the pullback in the US equity was a little bit more pronounced in the Nasdaq 100, and that leaves the technical outlook vulnerable. There's a possibility market may continue to extend lower going into today's trading, and maybe to test the 11,130 11,350 levels to 11,200 levels. So there's a possibility this bracket of prices may be come back to be tested. If the market can hold out here, well and good. You know, we will have to see what the market was going to tell us going forward. Over in Asia this morning, we can see there was a sharp rebound in the Hang Seng, purely on the idea that the Chinese government has actually relaxed the COVID-19 very strict adherence, the policies, allowing a little bit of a loosening of the policy. So the market take it with seeing this as a good news. So the market actually exploded to the upside, and as of now, the market tested a high of 18,050. So it looks like if this is the pattern, then maybe the market has potential to actually trade higher, perhaps into the 20,000 levels. So from where we are right now to 20,000 is about 2,000 points. We will have to see whether this actually comes to fruition. Over in the Shanghai Composite Index, the market has already taken out last Wednesday high, okay, and now the market is at an all-time new high for the month at 3,146. Again, this market, if you look from the daily time frame perspective, it does not look complete, and all the while I've been calling for a possibility of a rally extending to 3,226 to 3,281. So this remains a possibility now that the market has taken up last week's high. There is every possibility this potential rally that we see this today may be able to extend a bit higher. So we have to watch for this possibility here. Over the Nikkei, we have seen the exact opposite. The Nikkei actually came back down in the 60 minutes. You can see the market has actually traded below the short-term support line here. Now, while this is not necessarily critical, but it is the first time it has actually traded below this imaginary support line for the first time this month. We will have to see whether the market can get back into this line above into the support and resistance line. We will have to watch. In the meantime, if you cannot, then of course, the possibility is that this market rebound is possibly over at 28,500. Over in the dollar itself, we can see the dollar versus the yen has also continued to trade lower last night to a low of 137.50. Okay, unfortunately, my short position after this drop, the market rebound quite sharply. I close up my long position and just stay aside. Of course, late this morning, we can see that there's a reversal here. So we're not sure whether this has any implication. If it does, then maybe the market will continue to edge lower to my target of 136.40 levels. But at this current level, I do not have the appetite to go in and sell because I don't like to change this market. So I will possibly wait and see what else happens. Over in sterling, I was actually going long into I have no position in sterling. I actually have position in euro dollar. So basically the market actually came back down. Okay, but now I think the market may continue to edge higher. If the dollar continues to correct lower, as can be seen in the dollar versus the yen rate, then maybe the market can actually trade a little bit higher, and a possibility is for the extension to go up higher. Let me see. So we will have to watch how this thing unfolds. Over in the euro versus the dollar, the market was actually having a very, very sharp V-shaped, inverted V-shaped reversal. Market went up to a high of 105 or almost 105. And then we see a very sharp pullback. You know, the market here actually missed out this sign here. Okay, on a 1 hour time frame, there was a classic reversal, but I missed out this one altogether because I was watching something else, and the market came back down, and I actually exit I think somewhere here, and I still managed to pocket some gain. But right now I am totally flat. I just want to watch how this market is going to trade, and I think there's a possibility market, if you can go back up to 104.10 to 104.35 thereabout. I think if this area here have a reversal pattern, maybe it's worth my while to go back in on the short side and put a stop above 105 to see market can go all the way to test the November 22nd low at 102. Okay, so this is quite a bit of a move here. I think the risk reward does make sense. If the market goes up this afternoon to 104, above 104, then maybe within this area, I want to see if there's a possibility of a reversal in the 60 minutes time frame. And if it does, I will take it and put my stop above 105, and like I said, to gun for 102.20. Okay. Over in the Aussie, there's nothing much to see. Market is basically still trending downwards, and I think overall, I think the market will be possibly reverse and trade a little bit lower, and then it will likely to go higher. So the thing is that there is no position that I'm taking right now. I'll just have to watch. Now, in the crude oil itself, we also have a bit of a movement here. Last night, we have a market that went down all the way to $73.60. Okay, it was around here that I went back in to go long. So the market has been going up to $78.78 now. So my this position is sitting pretty because I saw there's this very minor reversal pattern here. So I took a chance to go in and buy, and the market now is sitting pretty, and hope that eventually the market is going to go back to the original target at $94. So $94 is actually not that far away. When you look at the daily time frame, when you look at $94 is where we are here, okay, in the October high. So if this market can actually turn around, it is actually quite conducive for the market to continue to charge higher. I will have to see. Of course, this is of course working on the background. Of course, yesterday when the market came down, the news was that, oh, China is having this lockdown. It's definitely bearish for the economy, and there will be less demand. After all, China is the largest oil importer. So anything that happens in the Chinese economy will be bad news for demand. So the market first went down on that news. Then as the market stabilized towards about 2 a.m., the market stabilized and started to go up. For all we know, the market has to contend with the idea that come December the 5th, the EU sanction on Russian crude oil export is going to kick in. And of course, they are also talking about having a price cap to be imposed on Russian crude oil. However, the EU members are not able to come to an agreement as to what is the price. So that one is still in array. We do not know what is going to happen as far as the price cap is concerned. So based on this background, if you want to go and long, you're going to be very sure you put a stop. My current stop is at $70. So I want to no $73.50. So I want to see if the market can actually continue to trade higher. Over in the precious metal market, the market was actually going up very nicely, but yesterday there was a big pullback. So what happened was I was holding on to original long position, and last week I actually added to my long position, but yesterday I saw this price come down again. I missed this sign here. There was a reversal pattern here on the 16 minutes. I missed it altogether. I was watching something else. It's bad to be watching football and then try to trade. So maybe that's the lesson. So as the market was coming down, I moved my stop to break even, and I was taken out at the break even price for my latest long position, which was taken up last week. But I still maintain a long position. So what happened that this morning, the market went up to 50%. I actually locked in my position in another account. That means to say that I'm holding one long position, my original long position in account A. But in account B, I actually went short and locked in my gain, and I placed two orders. One is to lock in at the 50% mark, and the other one is at the 61.8% mark. And this is where we are right now, very close to my second entry at $1,554. So okay, so my last entry was 1,754. So the market right now is 7,052.70. So my top position seems to be working nicely for me, so we have to watch. So this market right now, if you go down to the daily time frame, there is a possibility, because it couldn't go up, okay, then now what happens is that there is a possible three-way pullback. If this is the case, market can actually go down and test the $1,700, because you can see the equality move is $1,701. Okay, so I'm betting that this market is going to unfold and pull back in a three-way pullback before it rally again. So I'm positioning my short position in my account B to make sure that I can capture this move, because from here to $1,701, that's $50 points potential. So I'm not going to give that away. So I want to see if I can capture this one as well. And then at somewhere near $1,700, I will look for sign that it's stabilized, and then maybe I will reposition back my long position for the longer case. Okay. Silver is the same story. Silver yesterday also have a run up and then a pullback, and the pullback was pretty sharp. If you look at the 16 minutes, you can see that the pullback was pretty sharp. Okay, but it stabilized at $20 and 87 cents. Okay, and then started to go up. But by and large, I think because the gold market may actually come off again, so there's a possibility, if this is the case, by looking at the daily time frame, if this is a three-way pullback, the market can actually go down a bit more, below $20. So I want to see if I can buy at the lower price. In fact, yesterday I attempted to buy at the low price, which I did. Okay, this morning I look at the price structure, it doesn't look good. I actually closed that position with a small profit. So we'll see if the market actually pulls back in a three-way pattern. This could be where the market could be heading. Okay, market could be going down to $20 $20.01 to $19.56. So anything below $20 is actually a bargain because it has traditionally been going, $20 has been a round number, so it has meaning for me because the last rally actually started from just under $20, okay, about $19.50 before it rushed up to $22.25. So anywhere around this $20 to $19.50 looks like a good buy. So I'm hoping the market can come down and give me a chance to actually buy silver. So I have to keep on watching this precious metal market. Over in the crypto space, there was a bit of a movement. Market came back down last night from in the Bitcoin. Bitcoin here, we can see that. I want to show you the 60 minutes. So in the 60 minutes, you can see the market pull back, okay, from 1,788 go down to 16,000, okay, 16,800 to 16,000, and then this morning it stabilized and started to go up. I was originally holding on the long position in Ethereum, but yesterday's sharp drop actually kicked me out because I moved my stop to break even. I did not lose money, but I also did not manage to hold on to my long position. So this morning the market rebounded. I have no more position, but by and large it was a pun saying that the market may actually bottom in the short term. And if Bitcoin has already bottomed at around 15,479, then there's a possibility this three-wave rebound may bring Bitcoin back to 17,300 to 17,700 levels. Okay, this is going to be the bracket of interest for me. Ethereum, like I said, I managed to go long late last week, and then I was not able to hang on to my position because I got in late. I missed this initial run up and I only bought somewhere around here, and I moved my price to break even as the market hit a new high for the month, not the high, for this week is at 1,231, and yesterday market when it came back down took me out on my stop, and now I'm flat. Market now is at 1,209 thereabout. Ripple also have a big wide move here from almost 35 cents, move up to almost 42 cents, come back to 37 cents. Now it's on the way up, but we will have to see where the market is going to hit. Possibly, like I said, it's a little bit muddled right now. I have no firm view as to where the market is heading. Binance Coin seems to be the firmest. If you got a chance to buy Binance Coin, I think Binance Coin is the firmest so far because the market did not drop back too much, okay, and the market looks to be a lot firmer compared to the other tokens. This is all I have for you for the time being. There's not much happening in the crypto space for now. Of course, the latest news is BlockFi has already filed for Chapter 11. So the fallout from the FTX is still reverberating through the crypto space. And this is definitely a negative going forward. So we have to take that into consideration. Okay, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And for time now, bye-bye.